Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Visionary Leaders Collective podcast. I'm Aisha Harley, a founding member. Please join us every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time for insightful discussions on wellness and Doterra essential oils. Catch up on any missed episodes on YouTube, Apple, and/or Spotify. Stay tuned at www.hellovisionary.life. Subscribe to our newsletter and text reminders, and please leave us a 5-star review. Ready to embrace a season of renewal? Join us for the Visionary Leaders Spring into Summer Wellness Reset, a 30-day journey towards vibrant health and boundless energy. Discover how to feel better, have more energy, and be summer ready. Today, Dr. Josie is kicking us off with a review of our program. The official start date is April 8th to May 6th, so make sure to order your products so you have them to join us in time. We'll have calls every Monday at this time throughout April that will support you along your reset journey. Okay, Dr. Josie, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay, am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Great. Hi, everyone. Hold on. I need to do some of the admin, which is not my forte. Okay, and get us into... Ah, we're there. Great. Is it recording? We're recording. Everyone can hear me. And we have so many amazing people on this call with us. We have a lot to cover. I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite things. And I'm really excited for what we're going to do this cleanse slash reset slash whatever you want to call it. I like the word reset because we're doing something a little different this spring to get ready to clear away the old and get into renewal. And so we do this for so many reasons. Everyone is coming through and wanting to work into summer. Some people want a summer bathing suit body. A lot of us are looking to get rid of some of the accumulations that have happened through the winter on all levels, all of our bodies, mental, emotional, spiritual, and get into new patterns and new habits and clear away and cleanse out and detoxify any of those things that we are wishing to not hold on to anymore. What we have traditionally done in the past is the Doterra cleanse, and that is more of a actual candida slash dysbiosis clearing out the microbiome cleanse. We decided we want to work with a lot of the newer products that are with us in Doterra that work on a more foundational level and work with our cellular metabolism to really help set that stage. And a lot of shift and turnover happens with these products. And so we're going to bring in some things we have not done before and set that as a foundation. And I also want to say that there's every level of person with us on this call and doing this 30-day reset. There are brand new beginners who are new to essential oils, new to visionary leaders, essential wellness, any of our different groups, and new to Doterra. There's those of us who've been working with Doterra and working with essential oils for 12 to 15 years and anywhere in between. There's myself who is specialized as a naturopath in cleansing I did the math this morning, and it is 26 years. I have been working with Mika's like, whoa, it's just about every kind of cleanse you can think of. If you can think up some crazy old-fashioned cleanse, I've done it or let it. And then the new ones, the doctor-led ones, the different kinds. And so I have a lot of experience with all these different forms. And what I love about what we're going to be doing is the foundational aspect and the gentleness, and how it's going to be nurturing your body to just gently let go. Because have you ever noticed that when people are craving things and eating, even in your dogs, you can see it in the animal kingdom, if like, kids eating paint, dogs eating things they're not supposed to eat. It's people eating things they're not usually as good for them. It's because we're not getting the actual nutrients that our body needs, and it's emotional nutrients, right? When we are firmly supported at a cellular level, those kind of habits and cravings really loosen up, right? We'll be distinguishing between the physical and then the mental emotional, where there's those habits that are still at a mental emotional level, but we're going to be freeing them up with these kind of foundation and these nutrients on the physical level. So it's going to be a lot easier to then make new changes and new habits. All right. Does anyone else? We have a lot of practitioners, a lot of people who've been with us for a long time. Anything I didn't cover kind of in this introduction? Anyone have anything?
Well, I just want to say such perfect timing as always. I mean, this whole team intuits things, and I know there's a lot of practitioners on the call, and we would move into spring, but there's a lot of intuiting too about like, hey, it's time to clear out the old body,
Yeah.
mind, and spirit, like you said, and move forward. And I just had 3 calls just this morning from patients saying, I feel like I need a cleanse. I feel like I need to clear. So here we are. So thank you.
Here we are. And let me say, if you suffer from any kind of seasonal allergicness and threats, or whatever I'm supposed to say, like if any of that, I'm just gonna say allergies. I have a tree behind me that's trying to kill me every year with its pollen. It's huge. It's my neighbor's tree. It's beautiful, but it's a death machine for Josie. I've been working on this, and wow, by 2 years ago, I was a mess already in March, like all of just like with allergies from this tree. And I don't have anything right now. I did some major detoxes, the Doterra one and some other things, and kept on with my Doterra full protocol. And I am so much better. And so the more you work into a once a year or twice a year reset cleanse like this, spring, fall tend to be the best times. But a lot of the times we'll do stuff in January to prepare for that seasonal threat time. And so I would recommend, if we're working on this now, and then let's do it again in January if this is an issue for you, because it will be drastically different this year and next year. Every time you cleanse, different things happen and your body gets to let go and change and work through more. All right. So what are we doing that's different with this? I want to let you know today's call is an overview, right? People have until we're going to start the actual reset and taking the products and everything on April 8th. So you have time to order these products and get ready. I'm going to do a general overview of everything we're doing and a little bit of why we're doing it. And then we're going to dive in the successive calls deeper into the how and the why and questions, and as we do the reset. The baseline of the reset is going to be these products plus more, but here's the products that we're going to be working with as the baseline: Metapower Advantage, Metapower Recharge. So Metapower Advantage is a collagen supplement plus something very powerful it doesn't do it justice to say anti-aging, metabolic stimulation at a deep cellular level ingredients in that Advantage. The Recharge is a beautiful daily electrolyte mixture. And then we're going to be working with the Metapower Oil. We're suggesting that's the first line to get the oil. And then for people who want to achieve more metabolic shift and or weight shift, weight loss, weight shift, inflammation decrease, they could choose to also, in addition to the Metapower blend, oil blend, get the Metapower gel caps of the oil. And then PB Assist Junior, which is a beautiful 13 different probiotics. And that is in a powder form because we're going to be adding these things together. We're going to be drinking most of our what we're working with in our baseline. The Lifelong Vitality Packs, which is Doterra's the baseline of Doterra's cellular nutrient support. And then the Zendocrine Oil Blend. And that, together with the Metapower Oil Blend, is going to be the baseline of applying topically on our bodies some essential oils. Okay. I think that's, I'm gonna just continue because now we're gonna go into a little bit more. So those are the products to be supporting what we're working with in this reset. What we're doing differently is really adding in for all of us who are leaders within our groups, within doTERRA, our visionary leaders and Essential Wellness and all the other groups, and been working with it a long time. We work with this layering on of different oils, anywhere between 5 to 7 to 9 oils, and layering them on the body. It's called the Symphony of Cells. And we all do this. This is part of our daily lifestyle and our daily life. And we just feel like there's not enough of everyone in the team that actually understands this and practices it weekly or daily and receives these incredible benefits and, might I say, fun. So we want to incorporate this and teach it at 3 different levels, from the beginner to the advanced, as part of this process. Okay. So what we would like is your homework, because you have 2 weeks basically to be ordering things and getting ready. One of the things to get ready is to start to do a little bit of research on Symphony of the Cells. So I'm going to go to the next slide first, but the Symphony of the Cells has an app, and there's a 7-day free trial. Or you can get 12 months for $249, or you can see the prices there. You do not have to do this, but if you think you're really into this, take down this, the www.symphonyofthecells.com/app and go check it out. That is one easy way to start working with it. You can also go to, do we have it here? Aisha has it somewhere else, but not here. Okay, I'm going to tell you, Aisha, I don't know where she is. She'll come back. We have 2 links that I want everyone to know about. One is where you can order this booklet. Sometimes we're old school and we like the physical thing. And that is the Boyd Truman, who came up with this, and his mother. They have a website, and it's www.truewellness, and there's no E on the true. It's truwellness.com. And that's where you can most easily order the booklets. But the bigger homework is on our website. So I'd like to put in our website, which is hellovisionary.com. And then I believe it goes / is it SOC? Aisha's going to put it in the chat and you guys could read it.
I have it on another slide, Jose, I believe.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Somewhere else we will have it, because
I'll add it to the chat.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, everyone, and I'm really proud of it. I have a page on our website that's all about the Symphony of the Cells, and it's so much fun. I have 3 videos, one that goes over about 20 minutes, the kind of whole general, like what's cool about this? Why do you want to do it? What's the background? And then with Tracy Brown and Dr. Louise Rose, we had a whole fun day videoing, doing it. I show a presentation of a symphony being done and how you want to do it. It's very simple. On the back, on the spine, doing it on another person. Then I show how it could be done in a chair. We show it simply, you don't have a bed or a massage table or the floor, you want to do it on a chair, you can do it on a chair. And then the next video is me showing everybody how we can do self-symphonies. And that's what we're going to highlight in this reset. We're going to highlight a self-symphony, doing it on yourself. And I'm going to go in, that's basically on the bottoms of your feet, and then wherever your range of shoulder rotation goes, if you can reach your low back and the back of your neck, you do a little bit there after your feet, and then you move on to the next oil and you smell it. That's about it. So that's what we're going to be going over. I'm going to be going over that on the 8th in more detail, and we'll continue to go in detail. But you can go to our website on the Symphony of the Cell page and start to look at those videos. It maybe take you half an hour in total, and check it out and start getting the idea of it. So what are the oils we're going to be working with this layering, this topical work of them? We came up with 3 different options for everybody. So the baseline option is to just work with the Zendocrine Oil Blend and the Metapower Oil Blend. So if you just want to order those 2 and stay within that, and you're in your beginning and that's what you have, great. We're going to be layering those 2 oils and working with them. So that's option 1. Option 2 is you can work into, there's what was called the introductory sequence that works with, depending on when you bought, there was an oil kit of what was called the top 10 oils. Sometimes it's called the introductory oil kit. And it's basically the 10 oils that doTERRA sort of says, these are the oils everyone you should have at your baseline least in your home. And so there's the symphonies that work with these 10 oils. And so you can see they're just there's a Symphony 1 and a Symphony 2, and they're just a slightly different workup of those 10 oils. And in the Symphony 1, what you would be doing is layering on your feet and a little bit on your low back and neck. It would be frankincense, and then you're going to put some fractionated coconut oil or the carrot oil of your choice, because then you're doing a hot oil, oregano, and then digest zen, tea tree oil, lemon, on guard, which can sometimes be hot for some people, and peppermint. And that is more for really supporting the digestion. So we're going to start with that. That's going to be the first one. And then there's the second one, which could be frankincense, the coconut oil, tea tree, lavender, and then breathe, oregano, aroma touch blend, and peppermint. And that is the one that supports the lungs, which is also a huge organ, what you'll realize, of elimination. And so it's really important to be supporting the digestion, but also our lungs. So we'll get to choose with those. Now, the third option is if you've been doing symphonies, if you're familiar with them, or if you've been with us for a while and you have a lot of oils and you're like, I have a lot of oils. What do I do with these oils? You do symphonies with these oils. And so that's where I say option 3, your favorite symphony, or this is the time to get the app or order the book and start playing around with and experimenting with this. I promise you, I'll pay you back that money if at the end of this you say, I don't like symphonies and that was a waste of my money. I will personally, I do that. I'll put that out right now. This is like the entryway into an amusement park of oil fun. And by the way, a medicine bag as well, deeply medicinal. These different symphonies range from a hormone symphony to a lymphatic, to a neurological, to an inflammatory, to a cellular. You start to get the idea. Cardiovascular. There are different sequences of oils that are supporting different parts of the body through different conditions. So is that a good introduction, everyone? Is there anything anyone else would like to add? No? Thumbs up? Okay. Okay, so that's kind of the products and the medicinals that we're going to be using. Let's talk about just this idea of reset and cleanse. And we want to, yes, you're adding in and you're working with products that are going to help what we call the emunctories, which is an old naturopathic term for the pathways of elimination. So you have your liver, you have your bowels, you have your kidneys, you have your lungs, and you have your skin. These are our major ways that our body through skin, through sweating, gets toxins and cellular metabolic debris out and clears and cleans. We want to be supporting all of those with everything we're taking. And we want to be shifting and changing some habits and some things that we are not wanting anymore in our life. So what I love about this is we're giving everybody a lot of freedom. So you can buddy up, you can work with if you have a doTERRA team, come together, work on what would be the best things for you. But we came up with lists of, we want you to add some things in. And at the same time, we want you to think about taking some things away. Right? A lot of times we think of when we do a cleanse, it's just all takeaway, like, I have to not do all these things. No, here's the list. So we're going to start. And this is general. The suggestion is choose 2 to 5 from each of these lists. We have an add more list, and then we have a subtract or reduce list. Okay. So in the add more, the first one that all of us on this team and all of us naturopaths and acupuncturists and everyone are going to say, this is almost like, this is for everybody while you're doing a cleanse. You would want to add more water. Most of the times, now, if you're someone who actually has a really good practice of drinking half your body weight in ounces, then you're at a good place. For everybody else who does not currently do that, that's a great suggestion of work with adding and drinking more water. Now, the upside of essential oils is all of the citrus oils in either flat water, which is regular tap water or what filtered water, or seltzer, bubbly water, makes it taste delicious. Some people don't drink water because they don't like the taste of it. When you add lemon or tangerine or wild orange or lime, any of these essential oils, it is so yummy. Now we're talking about 2 to 3 drops for about a 16-ounce glass, 12 to 16-ounce glass of water. So that's one thing, tool that you can use to help drink more water. And these citrus oils are all supporting the liver in its detoxification process. So it's going to help during this reset to help clear and clean with your liver. The next one is add more vegetables. So there's a couple of options we have here. You can double your normal intake. What is your normal intake? And you could go for a doubling it, like really eating. If you don't eat hardly any vegetables, then bring some in. So that's we have here a minimum of 3 to 5 servings. So servings can be a cup of raw or cooked. It can kind of depend. But work with that 3 to 5 times a day. You're eating vegetables. Or if you already are at that place, go for more, like bring in more fiber and more vegetables. Now we say here fiber. One way to do that is to trial and work with the doTERRA greens powder. We have a really yummy greens powder and we have a fabulous fiber powder. I absolutely love our fiber powder. So you can bring in that. I think it tastes like, I like to drink it in like tea, like warm hot water. And to me, it tastes like hot apple cider. I absolutely love it. And so that there is 1 serving of your fiber in your vegetables a day that you can easily bring in. Movement. Is this exercise for you? Is it walking? Is it swimming? Is it some kind of bands and working, whatever it is, choosing more of that and bringing that into your lifestyle. More protein. So a lot of times people will start just bringing in vegetables and go through a cleanse. This isn't that kind of cleanse. So one thing is to be weeding out your carbs, your sugars, your simple carbohydrates for this, and up your good proteins, your good solid protein amount. And then what's the last one? I can't see it.
Rest and meditation.
There you go. So next week on April 1st, we're going to be having another kind of, that call is going to help you prepare and preparation. And we're going to be talking about mindset and all the things that can be happening and going on as we're about to approach this and what are the mindsets we want to work with. as well as Aisha McLaughlin's going to be working with us. That Ariana's going to be working with mindset. Aisha's going to be working with meditation and breath work and how we can bring that in to really support us. And we have to see if we're going to have Caroline. She has a wonderful face lymphatic massage that I know everyone's really excited about. So we're not sure if that's too much in one call, and we'll save that for one of the other calls. So you just have to, show up and see. But that's going to be in there. We're going to learn some really juicy lymphatic face massage as well. And then, okay, Zach, so we're going to be helping everyone with that. So 2 to 5 from that list. And oh, great. Okay, let's look at the subtract list or reduce. Probably the first one for many people is alcohol. For some people, it's coffee or caffeine. I'd say green tea is if you really work with coffee, a nice way to go down during a reset is to just not drink coffee, but green tea. And you're still going to be getting a decent amount of caffeine to help with the detox of that and the headaches. And there's a lot of benefit in green tea. If you're someone who, always drinks just green tea, it just depends. If you want to try, what is it like with no caffeine? There's benefits to kind of perceiving that in a lot of other ways. So you get to choose that. There's really no upside about alcohol. So going through a time when if you drink a lot, I don't know, you again get to choose that. That's a good one to just see what your life is like without it. Sugar comes in many forms. Now, notice on the list, you get fiber from fruit, and fruit is wonderful. Not saying fruit's bad, but fruit has sugar in it. And so if you're going to be focusing on something to bring up your fiber, vegetables is the first choice and a little bit of fruit. So you get to decide. Some people just take out all kinds of processed sugar, and they still work with fruit and honey and maple syrup and natural sugars. Other people just go, totally no sugar. Gluten. So there's that idea of grains is one thing in that category, carbohydrates, and then you could get more specific with gluten or a type of grain that you are allergic or sensitive to. And then the other ones we added in were more mental, emotional, and mindset. So working with what is your point of view, what is your attitude, and where is your attention going? And so looking at those kind of mental landscape within yourself and saying, is this something I would like to work with and monitor and sort of do I have a negative self-talk inside? Maybe I don't complain out there. People don't hear it, but I hear it, right? Inside. Is that something I want to work with? So that's something that you could be choosing to really be working on in this reset. Social media, our connection with that. And so you could say all social media, you could say 50%. I know our phones track stuff, so they always tell us the percentage that week we've been using. So you could kind of, if you're techie, you could get in and say you want to reduce it by a certain percentage. And there we go. Yeah. Okay, great. Before I move on, anything anyone would like to comment on or add?
I just want to say on the previous one, the add or do more. I thought you were being very kind to include the water. I think the water is mandatory in the reset or a cleanse. I think you have to up your water no matter what. I think that should be mandatory if you're doing this. I just wanted to share that.
I do. I think so too, but we're
really
trying
important.
to be, give people.
I know you're being very nice.
Yeah. And some people drink a lot of water, and so they want some other things. Like that's not their thing. Okay. Yeah. So I love this. Dr. Louise Rose, when I talked with her before this, she said, this is a question I ask when I do cleanses with my patients. When thinking about the add and subtract lists, this is a question to ask yourself. What will you do with the energy you liberate in this reset? So in terms of mindset and coming into this, we would like to tell you, and let's assume that through this reset and through working with these different changes and habits and cellular regeneration, there's going to be some beautiful energy that is going to be liberated, and you're going to have new energy. So that's something to also begin to write down and to contemplate. What do I want to do? If I have more energy, if I feel better, if I feel energetic and I'm not as tired, what are the new things in my life that I would like to bring into my life? Okay. So going back to the list. Now I'm going to go through where am I? Okay, great. Going to go through the basic, not ingredients, products from the baseline list. So why do all of us, it's like a broken record, like lifelong vitality pack, lifelong vitality, you want to start with the lifelong vitality pack. This is the baseline product. Some of you on this reset, a few, not many, who are new might choose not to do this because it's a lot of pills. And we're introducing some easier ways to be bringing in some cellular change with the drinks. And so this is the pill part, and then we're going to have the drink part, and then we're going to have oils that we're going to work with. And the reason you want to incorporate the lifelong vitality, which we lovingly then shorten to LLV, is about cellular nutrition and feeding your cells at their level, at a cellular level, and getting that nourishment. That thing I talked about where cravings and eating in ways that do not serve us usually are coming from a place of cellular, not starvation, but not being supported. And we see magic happen when we bring together the plant medicine of the essential oils and all of those phytochemicals that come in our plant medicine together with this nutritional pack. When you give the body and the cells the nutrition it needs to do all of its cellular processes and its detoxification processes, and then you bring in these incredible antioxidants and phytonutrients from the essential oils that is just like, the body can heal itself and do things that it has not been able to do previously. The Lifelong Vitality Pack is 3 bottles, and it is really that baseline that all naturopathic physicians and functional medicine doctors want everybody to be having. I fell in love with it as a naturopath because it was the most beautiful combination in terms of the synergy of the ingredients together in the smallest amount of bottles in the best price. I could not match it in terms of the amount of bottles, in terms of the quality of ingredients, or in terms of the price point in any of my doctor line supplements. So this was a huge reason. After I fell in love with the oils, it was really the Lifelong Vitality Pack that made me partner with this company. I felt like this was medicine for the people. So the 3 bottles are the Microplex, which is a whole food multivitamin and mineral complex, a whole food one. The Alpha CRS, which is about 19 different high-level anti-inflammatory, antioxidant herbs and nutrients coming to support and bring cellular inflammation down. One of the fun things we like to say is it's like a fire hose to the inflammation in your body. Together with then the EO Omega, which is a blend of land and sea omega oils that again is also like a fire hose for inflammation and support for your brain and your whole nervous system and cardiovascular system. These 3 together are just a power pack of what we are not receiving in our nutrition today. Today, as good as you can eat and go to the co-op and go and get organic, our vegetables, our fruits, our food has so much toxicity in it from the environment, and then it lacks the nutrients from 100 years ago in terms of actual deep nutrition. So to support, co-op and organic eating with this, it's not one or the other, it's a yes and. That is the foundational nutrition we're looking for in asking our bodies to the type of clearing, spring cleaning. We're like, let's get the broom out, big spring cleaning. Our body needs support. Okay, so what we're going to do in this reset, I like to start slow for people. Some people who've not worked with any supplements or detoxing or cleansing or resetting, anything like that. And if they start on the full dose of the LLV, sometimes their bodies goes, whoa, this is a lot. You're asking me a lot. So we want to go nice and slow and steady. One of my teachers says, slow and steady wins the race. So we're going to start out at a half dose, and then we'll move up to a full dose. For people who have been taking the LLV and it's old hat, then you're going to just stay with your normal dose. Okay. Now let's get to these drinks because they're so much fun. So we're going to have one drink that I am going to tell you is absolutely fabulously delicious. And I'm serious, like super yum. The drink you're going to do this is a bigger one. You could take it throughout the day. We're going to suggest it in about 16 to 20, or if you like things more dilute, you might go to 24 ounces in terms of your water bottle. So anywhere from 16 to 24 ounce water bottle. You're going to be working with the PB Assist Junior and the Recharge together and drinking that throughout the day. And it is super yum. What we love about this PB Assist Junior, it is a powder. And you can see here, it is a beautiful dose of probiotics. This is to help support your whole gut and your microbiome in doing this transition. If there is any kind of what we call candida overgrowth, dysbiosis, just kind of bad gut bugs that are not supposed to be there, and we want to do a turnover and have the good gut bugs winning, we want to be using a powerful probiotic, but that is also gentle. So we have 13 total strains of different kinds of strains of the gut bugs, right? The probiotics in this PB Assist Junior. They're coming from 9 total species. There's 7 billion, if you're going to look and compare to other things on the market, 7 billion. The AFU is kind of the dose that they use to say how much is in here. So 7 billion per live per dose. That's a really good daily dose. We're giving those new gut bugs the food they need to survive. So that's called those are prebiotics in the form of fructooligosaccharides, otherwise known as FOS. And these little strains are micro-encapsulated. So that means even though it's a powder and you're drinking it, the little baby strains of the probiotics are encapsulated to get through your stomach and your stomach acid and make their way into your intestines where we want them to go and populate. One of the issues with probiotics is they don't make it through the stomach acid to get down into the intestine where we want them, the small intestine, to populate. So this is a fantastic and revolutionary technology to microencapsulate these strains to get them through the stomach acid. And it's helping, I can't, on every level, healthy metabolism, immune. We love this. So you're going to be taking 1 packet a day, putting it in your water bottle, and then you're going to be combining it with this, the Metapower Recharge. There's 2 flavors. There's lemon lime and there's strawberry. They're both great. However, most of us recommend the strawberry. Other people can chime up if they have a different opinion. Usually strawberry is like a synthetic flavor, and I don't think I've ever recommended strawberry in any kind of product because it tastes like bubble yum or whatever. This is real wild strawberry. It tastes like a real strawberry from the garden. It's beautiful. As a naturopath, and I don't know if who else we have on here, if they want to talk about, I know Aisha has had an amazing experience with the recharge. I have worked with many, many, many electrolyte mixes, and this has blown me away. So you look at here, 75% of the globe is consistently dehydrated. People don't realize it. As you age, you actually get more dehydrated. Most of our population over 60 is even more, is massively dehydrated. It becomes one of the biggest issues in old age. And when you just drink water, as we're telling everyone to drink, and you don't add in electrolytes, then you're actually washing out your own body's base mineral and electrolyte balance. And so you actually don't want to be drinking half your weight in body water and not be putting electrolytes back in. This is where we are doing this with the recharge. And you can see that this has over 75 trace minerals, and it is bringing back in the basics of the potassium, the magnesium, the sodium, and we have I think there's selenium and molybdenum as well. They're working with amazing seawater that they are getting. They have a baobab extract. This is a very different and specific kind of electrolyte that one of the first things you will notice when you take it is you feel more energy. Yeah, Asha's like, yes, I don't know. Yeah. So maybe at the end, I'm trying to go up. We'll have some time. I got to keep going. The last thing is Metapower Advantage. I think some people in this reset might choose not to work with the LLV, and there's might be other people for different reasons that might not work with the Advantage. We're recommending all of it, but I'm just saying those are probably the two products that would be the ones that people for different reasons, and we can be talking about that. But this is a huge, powerful product that has come to us, and it is a collagen that is helping to support all the collagen in our body, not just the top two like skin and our tendons, but all of our different organ systems, our urinary tract. It's just incredible the ways in which this is supporting us with the collagen, as well as then bringing in power ingredients that are supporting NMN. And this is the thing I talked about that has to do with our metabolism and our energy in our body. One of the net results is people their skin, their hair, their aches and pains start to shift and feel better, as well as if the body needs to shift some weight, that happens for some people. And there's just a lot of different eyesight shifting, a lot of things happening. This is one of these foundational products. And then behind the scenes, things like support to your nervous system, your cardiovascular system, your what else your immune system, for sure. I think this is a great slide that tells us a little bit more about what is in the Advantage and what is in the Recharge. If people want a little bit more, you can see there's let's start with the Recharge, 75 deep ocean minerals. So they're getting these minerals from deep ocean water, including magnesium, sodium, potassium, calcium, molybdenum, and vanadium. One thing you need, they have definitely said, is for glyphosate that is in all of the pesticides in all of our environment and is really problematic for us. It's one of the toxins we are dealing with. You need molybdenum to help detoxify that. And so that is specifically one of the things they have focused on to help us with in here with that molybdenum. And switching now to the Advantage, you could see that it has 9 different types of collagen tripeptides. The tripeptides are up at the Is it 75%? I'm forgetting now. It's a very high level. This is the level. They look at tripeptides as how absorbable is this collagen powder. And most collagen powder is not very absorbable. Our body actually can't work with it. This is the highest on the market in terms of actual absorbability and tripeptide content. The most, there's no other product on the market that I know of that has 9 types of collagen. And then these are all liposomal vitamin C, sea buckthorn fruit extract, red orange fruit extract, hyaluronic acid. These all support, again, the utilization and the absorption of the collagen. And then these big leader ingredients of NADH and NMN and resveratrol in there that is power packed for that high level cellular energy, anti-aging. If you follow anyone who's into peak performance and maximizing your lifespan, they talk about NMN, NADH, and resveratrol and how you want to be bringing that into your diet. So we're getting both of those in here. And the last thing, well, there's 2 last things we have are the oils. So we're going to be working with the Metapower Oil Blend, formerly known as Slim and Sassy in doTERRA. The amounts were changed. It's still the same oils. The oils in this blend are grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark. It is I call it the essential oil blend. We know the cinnamon together with the ginger work incredibly well to help support your blood sugar and the healthy maintenance of that. And also together with the lemon, grapefruit, and peppermint, it really helps us work with cravings. It works with our lymphatic system. There's so much that is going on. It helps us with candida and working through that shift and turnover of the sugar cravings that are coming from a disordered gut and candida, and helping to fight off about that. There's no better killer than cinnamon bark oil to a lot of the bad gut bugs and funguses like candida that we do not want in our body. So we're going to be taking it orally. You can be putting it in either of your beverages. I'm going to suggest putting it in potentially with the Advantage. And then we're also going to be layering it on the body. If you want to really focus in on weight and weight change, if that's something you're looking for with this reset, then my suggestion is you definitely want to be working with the LLV, the Advantage, the Metapower Oil Blend, and get the Metapower Oil gel caps as well, because we'll talk about there's a top dose of that, and that is taking this blend and or the gel cap 5 times a day, and it's really great to have both. All righty. Woo! Let's look. Where are we? So there, just very briefly, we know that 2 of the biggest issues for everybody, but we kind of addressed energy and cellular renewal, but is also sleep and stress. And let me say, through this whole reset, those things are going to be addressed, and they will, I believe, through all of this, you will see change and shift for the better. But we wanted to include that doTERRA does have an amazing sleep products, support products, and sleep system, and a specific one also, the adaptive system for stress. So we want to highlight those. We're going to be putting some more information in the Facebook page. We'll be talking about it at the other calls, but we want to shout out for that, as well as for people who have digestive issues. I'm just going to say that. And so what would that be? If you have any type of specific digestive diagnosis that has been an issue for you, or you have had your gallbladder removed, or you have had in the past or currently are working with GERD or reflux, acid reflux, or what they call GERD, those are situations where you might want to do the digestive alternative. support that I'm going to suggest. And so my suggestion is, instead of the LLV, what you're going to do is you're going to order a bottle of our digestive enzymes called Teraz, and order the A to Z chewable vitamins. And you're going to be working with those two, Teraz and the chewable vitamins, in lieu of the LLV for the reset. And we will talk about, and one thing is, I want you to work with all of the reset first, and then we'll look at adding in the Advantage. That's another product. So it would be the LLV and the Advantage that we're not sure about. Depends on the person, and you want to talk to and be working with the person who invited you to this reset. So I want to put that out there. And here is a slide on the Terazyme. It is a wonderful digestive enzyme. It's a proprietary blend of 10 active whole food enzymes that are usually lacking in cooked, processed, or preservative-laden foods. So this is active support for your digestion, and helping to work up what you need if you're working with GERD or reflux, or less than strong gallbladder situation. And what you're going to be getting in the A to Z's, what we really need to start helping our stomach acid, is you need zinc and you need B vitamins. And so we're going to be working with that first before we ask your body or your stomach to take in the pills of the LLV. All right, and here is the Serenity sleep system. All of it is amazing. I'm going to highlight the Restful Complex. Those pills are newly formulated, and they have just done double-blind studies on them and have incredible results. All of the results are all above the p-value, which is statistically significant, and they were very powerful. And so that is something. The stick is great. The oil we love. But I would highly recommend getting the Serenity Restful Complex if sleep is an additional issue for you. And the adaptive system as well. We love the oil blend, and that is one you could choose to add in and layer. If you're just doing the Zendocrine and the Metapower, you could bring in the adaptive oil blend and have 3 oils that you are working with the Symphony and layering. And that would be really wonderful. You could get the 15 ml straight blend, or you could get the touch. Either one works. And the capsules are very powerful for people who are in deeper stress and wanting some support and relief as well. I think I'm finished, and it's almost at time. We'll talk about these more later. Here is the reset calls. Today is March 25th. Next week is April 1st. Again, we're going to be having wonderful mindset, meditation, breath work, and potentially lymph massage as well, and different ways to help prep and support, and any questions and answers. Aisha's going to be going over the protocol very quickly again. And then the 8th, we're going to start. We're all starting. I'm going to review the protocol. We're going to go deeper into the Symphony of the Cells, and we're going to all do it together on the call. And then on the 15th, we are going to, what are we doing on the 15th? I have that down. I'm not remembering. Do you know, Aisha? Anyways, hold on a sec, everyone. Anyone can unmute. And if anyone has any questions, anything they want to, in the last 5 minutes, add in. Oh, I know. We're not going to start the Advantage for the first week. So that first week of April 8th, we're going to start with everything else. And then the second week is when we're going to bring in the Advantage, the collagen powder. So we'll talk deeper in depth on the 15th about the Advantage and the collagen powder. And that's what we'll be bringing in then. And then we'll just keep going, have juicy topics. So that is the overview.
Dr. Josie, thank you. Bravo. You did such a great job in covering all of that. Are there any, we do just have a minute left, but any last questions, or if any of the other practitioners want to pop in and add anything? And then I do want to emphasize that we are going to do a quick review of this again next week, and I'll go a little bit deeper into how we're going to take the products and the timing of everything. So don't worry about that part. The most important part is to order your products or support your customers or your friends in ordering their products. And so they have everything ready to go. And then I also want to make sure that you're all have joined our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group that everybody is welcome. So if somebody's joining the reset and they're not yet a customer, that's okay. They're welcome in the group. And if you go to our website at hellovisionary.life, on the front page, we have the link to the call, to the Facebook group. We have everything listed right there to make that super easy to access. And then do keep in mind of even if you're not building a business per se, like some of us are, but you do share with a friend, if you share your referral link, then you will earn doTERRA dollars if your friend or family member enrolls, and you can earn up to basically 599. That's before they have to give you a 1099 doTERRA dollars that you can then use to purchase your LRP orders with and get free product. So if you're not, when you open up your back office, you'll see that link usually pops right up. It's so easy to use. And if you're unsure how to do that, you can reach out to the person that enrolled you. So just want to make sure that you're aware of all of that. And I do want to add, Aisha had a really good tip, and I think maybe we'll bring this in, but if you have a customer that is suffering from allergies, we have additional support for that. So we do have a lot of additional supports. We didn't want to be too overwhelming with listing all of those products, but we did design this that you can customize it to your own needs. And if you're like, I want to cut back on this and add this in, by all means, make that decision for yourself. So we really wanted to make this very doable, very user-friendly, and a good introduction of some of our really amazing new products.
I just wanted to pop on really quick and say that we're so happy you're here and that this is a very wonderful community. And so not to feel pressured or overwhelmed, join as you can and will, and feel the support of the group, because it's really nourishing to come together once or twice a year as we do and feel supported. So no guilting, no shame, just come as you are, and we're going to celebrate each other and lift each other up.
Yes, Aisha, I actually wanted to call this the something for everyone reset or cleanse initially, because I was like, we don't want to overwhelm people with options. We want to offer options because we know everyone's in different places in your life.
Come as you are.
Come as you are and do what feels like the right thing for you.
Yes, absolutely. And whoever invited you into this group can help you customize that, or that's also why we're going to have these support calls. So if you need a little support, or you can ask those questions in the Facebook group. So we know many of us are still kind of coming out of some challenging times. So we just wanted to make this very loving, supportive, easy, and something that's also going to give you some really great results.
Hi, so Florence. Again, I saw your question, Florence.
Yes, and I would like input on that.
Yeah. So first of all, great slides. Thank you so much that you tightened that down, simplified that down, and it's covered it so well, Dr. Josie. Thank you so much. It was so clear, so thorough, so doable for so many people. So it all came together. I can answer. Yeah, everyone's saying thank you, Dr. Josie. Florence, so you're going to be finishing up your cleanse at the end of on the 8th, right? April 8th, you're on phase 3.
I'll be starting phase 3, which is adding all that stuff back in.
Yeah. And so go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, your question is, when should you take the recharge, or how much of the recharge?
How much? Like you know, and I think that would probably depend on how active you are as well. I mean, typically we're going to do, so far I've been just doing one recharge a day.
Oh, then
But-
just stick with that. You just stick with that because
But
you're
if
adding
somebody-
more in.
Yeah, right. But if you want, let's say you're real active,
Oh.
it's warm, and there's more sweating, I guess you would call it, then go ahead and put another one in, right?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're being more active, if you're sweating more, if it's just hot outside, if you're being more active, if you're saunaing, that the advantage is really for the average person to have nutritionally daily. So if you're upping that in any way, you could definitely go to 2.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you, Dr. Josie. Excellent.
Awesome. Anything else? Any other additions? We're right at we
I add
started late,
one
we'll make it-
thing, just one thing about the Serenity, and that whole system is that for some people, okay, I'll just say for myself, there's a lot of things that I do right, like the LLV, the Metapower Advantage, all the things, the SOCs. And if you're still not seeing a change in your weight, because sometimes you don't know, like I have a lot of patients that say, I do everything right, food portioning and all, and I'm not dropping the weight. And it's this, and I slept really well before the Serenity, but it's your cortisol levels that need to dip down in order for you to switch your weight. And so if you're one of those people, or you have customers who are like that are doing a lot right, think about the sleep system.
That's a great
they'll
point.
start shifting their weight because they're bringing down their cortisol. That's a bigger conversation, but they're bringing, because their stress level is coming down, because their sleep, they're healing and rehabilitating during the night. So that's just a tip there for the sleep system.
Such a huge tip. Thank you, Dr. Mica. It's so true. So much of the weight, especially women in menopausal years, that we are holding is because of stress levels, and our cortisol is higher. And when our estrogen drops, our cortisol naturally goes higher as well. So you don't even have to feel or identify as being really stressed out. Your body has more inflammation and stress going on. And that's what that Serenity gel cap is helping you to get into those deeper states of sleep where you actually can repair, and that cortisol is going down, and you then are losing weight. And that's what was reflected in the double-blind, the studies that they did. The people who saw humongous 500%, 300% statistical shift changes were people who were already identified as good, normal sleepers. And those are the people for whom it was really shifting health outcomes. So, yep. All right. Add that in.
Everybody. Well, we are quite a bit after, so thank you all so much. Invite your friends and everybody to the Facebook group. We will post the recording and send it out in the newsletter. And we look forward to connecting with all of you next week. And again, thank you, Dr. Josie. That was awesome.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.